everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bulldogs going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, it's Bell. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the offense has it first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure. Roethlisberger goes down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 10. Powerful running. There goes Green, the 20, and touchdown.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8, but this one, he really had some guts.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
The ball comes out. It's going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go. Blue 90. Black 99. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Alex Anzalone able to get him for a loss of about 3. Second down now after the sack.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue line. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play fake. Winston. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. In motion right is Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. They'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Jameis on 2nd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Winston now to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Able to slither by. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. And Bullock will put this one through. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him. As he's taken down right at the 20. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Coleman, the man in motion right. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, here's Kamara. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, Winston going deep for Eifert. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Back 99 Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now they'll run it on the toss. Always got some breathing room. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, And on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Okay, come on. We got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Watch it now. Go.
They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And here's Marshall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Will Fuller from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On the counter, here's Bell. Room here to run. Bell so light on his feet. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They'll look to throw. He's letting this one go. He's got him in, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have it...
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down, Winston. They set up the screen to Hill. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, it's Hill. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
set up a throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tanner Vallejo in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. A give to Kamara running right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, he's got a little Dale. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big